Hello, Yizhao Martins, licensed marriage family therapist, couples therapist. My partner's ADHD triggers me big time, all the time. That is what I hear day in, day out from my clients. So sometimes we heal by ourselves. And sometimes we heal with the guidance of an individual therapist or in an individual session with a couples therapist or a family therapist. Sometimes we heal together with our partner with the guidance of a couple therapist. And sometimes we heal with our partner in the privacy of our loving home independently. So my professional automatic goal is to prepare and train my couples to be able to now do number 4, where they can continuously heal each other's parts in their life together, outside of psychotherapy session and after graduation from couples therapy. And I choose to be a couple therapist because I see how fast the change and healing takes place in couple session, and then how long lasting those impacts are on their dynamic. When each partner hold themselves or their partner accountable for their ongoing growth and healing. And those tender and intimate moments of connection and healing that feels so powerful and amazing that the couples tend to just want more of that, and they continue to be together, putting energy to grind this new neural pathway they have created together in a couple sessions so they can go down that path compared to the old familiar path that's not serving them. So they continue to lead to more healing and connection and transformation in their relationship. The other day, my friend tells me that she had an argument with her partner, and there's a part of her she doesn't really like. The shameful part of her psyche showed up, and then she ducked and covered, hide that part quickly. So I challenged her and I asked her, are you willing to take a risk? Are you willing to be vulnerable to show that shameful part of you to your partner and take a risk by asking your partner to provide some comfort, to see you and provide some comfort for that part? My friend is a therapist, so she said, yes, that's such a great idea. I would love to try that next time when it comes up. And I know my friend and her partner is very loving and very compassionate, and they have the capacity to provide her that love and healing. And I know my friend will also check in with her partner to see if they're available, if they're not triggered, not activated in that moment, and they are available to provide that compassion and love and healing for her, to embrace her, to help her and support her. So what we're talking about here is what I call a stage 3 work when I work with couples. So there's a lot of foundational work in stage 1 and 2 have been done to prepare for this stage of healing that happens between couples and between their parts. So some of the couples that are watching this video might be the DIY folks and you want to do on your own. So I want to provide you, you can call it a questionnaire or a couple of groups of questions for you to reflect on. You and your partner may discuss that and think about that to see if you're ready to do some of this healing in pairs, I call, on your own. So there are 4 groups of questions. The first group is, how's your capacity to self-soothe and self-regulate? And how about your partner's capacity to self-soothe and self-regulate? Let me elaborate on that. So are you able to recognize when you are agitated, anxious, upset, withdraw, judgmental, blaming, or just simply a little bit off before you even know what that is? And how often can you recognize that? Where do you get those information from? What is the source of your data that you know you're off? before you act on that? And how can you, coming from those places, bring yourself back to yourself and stay regulated? So as for that, how to go back to yourself, I have a video on that from last week. Feel free to go back to check it out. The second question is, how much are you in touch with your own needs and desires? And what is your capacity to describe those desires and needs clearly in a way that your partner will understand and comprehend? And how often do you keep explaining, keep expressing yourself in the event that your partner is not getting it right away, the first time, the second time, the n times? Sometimes it takes a lifetime to get the other person to see what you're really experiencing and truly desire, because it's an ongoing, evolving process for yourself as well. And can you keep doing that and not giving up your desire and needs up? Number 3, how safe and secure you feel in front of your partner when you're emotionally exposed and vulnerable. How about your partner? Do they feel safe and secure to be who they are and emotionally vulnerable in front of you? How comfortable do you feel to share your deepest fears and to let them see that parts of you that is young, immature, maybe selfish and imperfect? Number 4, how would you rate your own level of capacity to be compassionate and accepting when your partner expressing and exposing the vulnerable parts of them and their strong emotions? Do you get overwhelmed by their emotions? Do you give up what you want and your grants? Or can you be wholeheartedly listen and see and hear without taking personally or without getting overwhelmed by their emotions and their true self? I know there are a lot of questions to reflect on and ask yourself and your partner. So if your answers, both of your answers are mostly yes, positive, high on that, strong, well, congratulations. You too may be ready to do some self-healing in pairs without the guidance of a professional. And maybe you have been doing that already to heal each other in this relationship. Or if you have any area you feel you're a little bit weak or you're not quite sure what they are, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to give you consultation and offer any support for your healing in relationships. Till next time, bye.